Hey everyone, happy Friday. I hope week one is going really well. Always in our nutrition challenges, we focus week one on detox. Usually, leading up to it, there's a reason you signed up for a challenge. Your diet needs to be cleaned up. So, week one, it's all been about removing the shit, like digging down, being disciplined, and committing to whole, healthy foods. And from your post, it looks like you're doing a really nice job of that. If you're not, please reach out to us now. We want to get you back on track and in moving forward as soon as possible. Now, what I want to talk about is going forward. For a lot of you, you have verbalized weight loss goals with this nutrition challenge. So I do want to address the fact that weight loss is 100% tied to how many calories you put in versus how many calories you put out. Okay, so a Whole30 and the garage rules, they are fantastic. Most people will get weight loss results, pretty awesome weight loss results, because they cut out the shit. They stop eating bread, they stop eating pasta, donuts, they're not munching on like crackers and bad things for them. So they automatically lose weight, but it's not a guarantee. Okay, you may have found in the last 5 days that you're starting to incorporate some things maybe in higher quantities than you should. I'll give you an example. Dates and dried mango, they're like candy to me. They're allowed. They're completely allowed in the garage rules and even in the Whole30. So I would eat them in ridiculous quantities because it's really high sugar content. It's delicious. I would pair it with some salty cashews. So I have a little salt, a little sweet, and I could sit on the couch and go crazy with them all day. I could also ingest about 2,500 calories just in that sitting because I'm consuming so many really high carb, high sugar dried fruits and really high fat content nuts, even though it's completely natural. Okay, so in that scenario, I am staying with the guidelines of both of those, but I'm not going to lose weight. Okay, so now if you have a weight loss goal going into week 2, you really need to look at the quantity of food that you are eating. So I just did this for you real quick. Some of you, you may already know this. You may not need it. Others of you, it might be a bit of an eye opener. Okay, so let's look at this. 3,500 calories, that is what is in 1 pound. Okay, if you wish to lose 1 pound, 3,500 calories in 1 week, 7 days, you need to be at a 500 calorie deficit every single day. This is really just kind of simple. We're not going into a ton of detail. We're boiling this down, but that's what you would have to do. 500 calorie deficit every single day. To be at a calorie deficit, you need to be hungry. So if you are not hungry, if you're not allowing yourself to get hungry, which many of us don't because we don't have to. We live in a land that we can have anything we want whenever we want. So if we get a little bit hungry, we walk in the kitchen and we grab something. And that can be happening too on this challenge. You can be grabbing healthy stuff, but you're not allowing yourself to get hungry. So start to be aware of that. How hungry are you getting? We need a little bit of hunger in there if we're going to be at a calorie deficit. I also made this little chart for you. I want you to look at this. I have no idea what your maintenance number is. What that would mean is that's your number as to in your daily life, the amount you chase your kids or the amount of physical activity your job requires, how much physical fitness you do versus how much food you eat. Okay, so that would be your maintenance number. I just gave a very plain example of 2,000 calories. So for this example, a person eating 2,000 calories every single day would maintain their body weight. They would never gain, they would never lose because the output in the input equals out. So that's their maintenance number. For many of us in quarantine, we were eating much more than our maintenance number, 2,500 calories or more. So we're at a 500 calorie surplus. And if you've ever tracked your food, 500 calories is nothing. You can get that so fast. So for some of us, we were eating 700 calories more than our maintenance number a day, 1,000 calories more than our maintenance number a day. So that can lead to a weight gain really quickly. If you were eating just 500 calories extra a day, you were gaining a pound a week. And think about it. If you look back and from March to May, you gained 5 or 6 pounds, you were here at 2,500. So now you cut 500 calories you're only at your maintenance number, okay? You need to cut another 500 to actually get to weight loss. And here's the thing, you need to hit that every single day. If you want to lose 1 pound in a week, you need to be at a 500 calorie deficit every day. So what I see the problem is that people will hit their number Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Awesome, 500 calorie deficit for 5 days in a row. But then on Saturday they go crazy and they eat 1,000 calorie surplus. And on Sunday they go a little crazy, they eat a 500 calorie surplus. Well, now you're only at the 2,000 calorie deficit instead of a 3,500 calorie deficit, which means it's going to take you about 2 weeks to lose 1 pound. Okay, so that's the reality of it, is that there has to be some type of difference between the input and the output. The only way to really know this is to do a little bit of logging. I'm not encouraging you to go as crazy as a macro logging, but if you listen to this video and you were like, oh boy, maybe I am eating too much, well then do yourself a favor, write down everything that you eat today and log it in MyFitnessPal. Just ballpark, don't go crazy, and see what that caloric intake is. You know, you could send it to us. We'll just give you just a basic opinion, or you could punch it into MyFitnessPal and see what they tell you your caloric intake should be for a 1 pound weight loss a week, if that's what your goal is. But if you want to be dedicated, if you actually want weight loss results at the end of the 6 weeks, you need a little bit of feedback, the feedback of how much you're taking in. And again, it can be healthy. And I saw Mika's post on avocados. Avocados are awesome. If you're eating 5 a day, it's a problem. I'm not saying you are, Mika. But if you're eating 5 a day, it could just become you're just eating too many calories. You're not going to get the weight loss results. So a couple things to think about. Please send us any messages you can, but think about maybe logging for a day or two, see what that caloric intake is, and think about how often you're letting yourself be hungry for a little bit. All right, send us any questions you have. Have an awesome Friday.